have Doug Borzinski here from the Science Museum this morning. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning.
And you're going to be showing us some cool tricks that you could do at your holiday party to kind of impress your guests.
Yeah, well, the first one we're just going to do for the kids around.
Okay.
We used to do this when America Online had all their discs. You had to figure out what to do with them.
Yeah.
We're going to make a little hovercraft. And hovercraft is a great demonstration of physics because it'll keep moving because you're reducing the friction.
Okay.
So Newton's law, the object in motion can stay in motion. What you're going to need is basically just some type of cap. Now, you want it to stay a little lighter because the hovercraft's obviously you're going to have weight, and weight will hold things down. But you can use anything from like an old glue gun.
Oh, wow.
This is my old glue cap.
This is like a dish soap thing?
And then I use this from a Coca-Cola bottle.
Okay.
You're just going to have to put a couple holes in the top. So you drill very carefully. Make sure you put something behind it so you don't drill through your parents' table.
Good call.
Yeah. Then we're just going to hot melt glue this cap on, and you'll wind up with something that kind of looks like this.
Okay.
Now, this is an old eyedropper bottle that I had. I just cut the little top off the dropper.
Okay.
Then we'll have a balloon.
What do we do with the balloon?
And we're going to have to put the balloon now around this.
Around the whole thing or just the top?
And then if we want, we could put a collar on, too, to help this balloon. But I find this is going to work a lot easier for us.
Okay.
Just to put the balloon like this.
I can't get it all the way. Well, I can get it all the way over. I just didn't on my first try.
Yeah, it takes a little skill.
Yeah, a lot of skill. Jeez, very difficult things. How are kids supposed to do this if I can't? Actually, they'll probably have much better luck than I do.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Then we're going to blow it up.
I'm getting lipstick all over this CD.
You can keep it.
Is that good?
Yep. And what happens, so the pressure now is going to blow underneath this disc and go all the way around.
Okay.
So now we release.
Oh. That's really cool. That one's still moving around on the ground.
Yep. So very easy to do, very simple. A lot of things you can try. You can try to have different type of holes. How many holes, how big the hole is. You can try different caps. You can try different size balloons. If you have problems with the balloons tipping over, just take a toilet paper tube and just give it a little bit of a cut and make that a little collar. And that'll help the balloon stay up.
Great, and we're going to work on this. Maybe we'll get a real good hovercraft. We've got a lot more to come with Doug when we get back. We're also going to be back in the kitchen making up some yummy things for dessert week, so be sure to stay with us. Thanks very much, Emily. We are back with Doug Borzinski, the science guy, and he's going to show us a trick that we've seen in the movies, we've seen on TV shows. We're going to try and pull a tablecloth out from underneath our very fancy table setting here.
Have to do a shameless plug, though. If you want a gift that keeps giving, we have museum memberships for families.
I would love that. You guys have cool stuff coming up,
we got CSI coming up, and then Grossology this summer. That's a great exhibit. Museums are on waiting lists for that. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. But let's get to this.
Yeah.
Now, the classic way to get invited back to a dinner party is, of course, throwing the tablecloth off and having everything stay on the table.
Yes.
The key being invited back is having it stay on the table.
And not just explode everywhere, have potatoes all over your relatives.
Yeah.
But there are keys to doing this. You can't do it with any normal tablecloth.
Well, it does help to have a smooth tablecloth. You also need a tablecloth that doesn't have a hem.
Oh,
so you want a nice rough edge, or a nice smooth edge right here, right?
Okay.
Okay, so there's an unfinished hem. And basically, the other thing, too, is an object in motion will stay in motion, the other part of Newton's law. So this is going to try and stay there. What you have to do is you have to pull down. You pull up, guess what happens?
It's going to fly, like a parachute.
So, want to give it a pull?
Just down and fast?
Just straight down and fast. Just snap it.
I'm really nervous. I'm going to send this flying.
Oh! And the jug is still standing.
All right, now you're going to do this.
Absolutely. We're going to try the little practice. I do recommend a little practice with this.
I can't take this to the party yet. I'm not ready.
Nope.
I am definitely not ready for glass.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, the key is actually more weight will actually keep...
Wait, how is that turning pink? Do you have something in the... I hope you do.
A nice special science ingredient.
Now, originally we had talked about me trying with these beakers here, and it was decided that it would be much better to do it clear. Oh, my gosh.
Hi, let's go a little safety.
And you feel confident? You feel very confident?
Oh, I feel confident. It's actually one of the things practice makes perfect, but it's still all basic science. We know science behind something. It gets easier. 1, 2.
Oh, my God! That was so cool! You must impress everybody with that trick.
It's fun.
Have you taken it to parties before?
Only twice, and one of them I'm not invited back.
Oh, no, it didn't work?
No.
Did you throw the plate?
A couple things went over my shoulder. I lifted it up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's not good at all. All right, any last piece of advice you'd have for somebody attempting this? Like, is there a good
the
way
biggest
to practice?
thing, practice a little bit more weight in the center, get things off the edge, too, because those will go flying. And you definitely want to make sure that seam doesn't have that hem on the edge, because that hem will hit the table, it'll hit the glassware, especially silverware. It likes to really fly up.
Okay.
And practice. Practice makes perfect for anything you do.
All right, so maybe grab some silverware and go in a room with no people where it's okay if things fly. Put some tarps down, perhaps.
And a
give it
little weight
whirl.
helps, too.
All right, good to remember. Doug, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me again.
Practice this. Maybe I'll get it by the end of the show.